Well, it's safe to say it has been a minute since my last video. A lot has happened since then. And as of this video going out, Ironman 70.3 in Weymouth is just 1 week away. How the hell did that happen? Where did the time go? So what's been happening? Well, we got married. It was a beautiful DIY wedding at home and we made absolutely everything ourselves. And I launched myself as a solo artist. So I've been busy beavering away, making everything related to that. It has been a wonderfully fun, happy and busy few months. But where does that leave my training? Well, in short, I haven't done as much training as ideally I would have liked to, but I have just kept trying to just do as much as I can when I can and just keep topping the tank up. And I clearly have been getting fitter because I've got some little wins to share with you. At the end of June, I competed in my first ever triathlon, and as you can see by the thumbnail, I came third. What? Not in a million years did I expect to be on the podium, as you can see from my reaction.
Well done to number 6 and 3rd place in the female event, Becca Richards. So well done to Becca, you are 3rd in our sprint event at 58.
We signed up for the event at Mallory Park to give us an idea of what doing a triathlon actually felt like. This is the first time I have done all 3 disciplines together. It was the morning of the sprint tri, and all through the house we were eating cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon bun.
Like a mouse.
Probably not the best, but I don't care.
First one, stuff's in the back. When we arrived, we took in the general vibe, got our bearings of the course, collected our stickers and all that gubbins, and then racked up our bikes and gear. On the day, we also found out that due to the temperature of the water, it was a compulsory no wetsuit swim. I must admit, I did feel a little self-conscious just toddling around in my swimsuit. And though I do find swimming in a wetsuit a bit restricting, I very, very quickly missed the added buoyancy that a wetsuit gives you. Swim summary, I fucking hated it. Honestly, it was like I just forgot how to swim. Even though there wasn't really that many of us, I was still getting hit, I was hitting people. I full on just mounted the person in front of me at one point because the water was really murky because it's a very shallow lake, so you couldn't see anything. All my technique just went out the window. I was just gasping for breath every second stroke, and I swallowed a ton of water. To make matters worse, I kept seeing Tom to the side of me. Now, this might sound bad to some people, but the fact he was keeping up with me really put me off. He's not a bad swimmer. On short distances, he's actually pretty quick, but I am quicker. So the fact that I could see him there was really like stressing me out. And I was like, I should be quicker than this. At one point, I think he ended up directly behind me and he kept tapping my feet every now and then. The very end of the swim was really shallow and to the point where you could just like almost pull yourself along the reeds. It was really quite weird. But I thought, well, the people in front of me are still swimming, so I'll just copy them. Anyway, so then I stand up when the person in front of me stands up. And then I'm like toddling out the water, feeling quite delirious from all my rubbish swimming and crap breathing. And who should overtake me as we come out of swimming? Yeah, Tom did. The cheeky bastard. He drafted me the entire way and then he technically beat me. I'll get you next time. So my swim time overall for the 750 metres was 15 minutes and 30 seconds. Not great, but fine. So on to transition 1. In my slightly delirious feeling state, I just started putting my socks and trainers on, forgetting to put my shorts on over the top. So then afterwards I had to like wiggle them on over the top. So that was stupid. And then as I set off on the bike leg, I realised I hadn't like done the start of the next transition thing on my Garmin. So then I had to stop and start again. But overall, T1, again, fine. Slightly messy in parts, but it's the first time I've ever done it. And it took me 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Onto the bike leg. As soon as I started biking, I immediately regretted my shoe choice. Now, at the time of this event, I did have a pair of mountain bike shoes, but I didn't want to swap shoes twice for the sake of putting like mountain bike shoes on. So I thought I'm just going to do it in my running trainers. And honestly, I immediately regretted it. What might seem like a little bit of cushioning, it's like you could feel the power like getting sapped out of your foot. And my trainers were old, so they only had like a tiny bit of cushion left anyway. That was a big regret. But other than that, I really enjoyed the bike. It was 10 laps. It had a hill on it, so there was 10 hills. It was fun. It was nice to see everyone cheering along. Really nice to have Tom's family there cheering us on. And Tom lapped me like twice, I think, because he's so good on the bike. He's so quick. And I was happy for him to be faster than me on the biking. That's fine, just not swimming. So yeah, I actually really, really enjoyed the biking. One point, someone like overtook me on the inside on a corner. I nearly hit him because obviously I didn't see him coming. Just be really mindful of other people when you're cycling, especially going around corners and stuff. Don't cut people up. It's dangerous. But other than that, I really enjoyed the bike leg and I did it in 44 minutes and 48 seconds. Yay! Now, T2, not much to say. It was really, really quick. All I had to do was wrap my bike, helmet off, put my hat on, and off I went. So I did that in 40 seconds. flying. Then it was on to the run, the last leg, yay! And it's a 5K, so a nice distance, not too long. It was a hot day, and I do find running in heat quite hard, so every time I got to the water station, I just doused myself in water as best I could. And then, yeah, before I know it, it was over. I did the run in 27 minutes and 1 second, and yeah, as we know, I came third, which is crazy. What was really nice as well, the girl that came second, every time we had passed each other on the course, we were like cheering each other on, like, yeah, keep going, you got it. So I was so happy to see that she came second. And also, it was funny, the woman who came first, I'd spoken to earlier about like it being laps and not being able to count. So we kind of joked about that. So that was so nice to see her win it, and she absolutely smashed it. So both of you, well done. Big props to you. It was such a fun day, such a well-organised event. Really, really enjoyed it. And also Tom, he came 8th overall, which is absolutely amazing. We both had so much fun, but we also learned a lot. Some little tweaks that can really help speed your time up overall, which leads us on nicely to get clipless shoes. Now, I always swore that I would never get clipless shoes. The thought of them really scared me. However, shoes make a big difference. When I bought my bike, the guy kind of gave me his pair of cleated shoes with it, which fit Tom, but 2 sizes too big for me. But I don't like buying anything before I try it. So I did just strap them on as tight as they could go and went out with some big clown feet for a couple of rides just to test them. And to be honest, I got the hang of them a lot quicker than I thought.
There. Now you're in.
Oh, no.
Yeah, now you're in.
Oh,
Big push. There, you're in. You're in. Oh, very quick.
You feel like you've got so much more power. You feel at one with the bike. So after having a go with his shoes, I thought I definitely do want my own pair. And as it was my birthday coming up, Tom kindly got me my own pair that fit. Here's how I got on when I first tried them.
What have you got?
I've got shoes that fit. Look how swanky they are. And a white sock.
Send it.
First time clipping in my new shoes. Oh, hang on, zoom in.
She's in.
If you are brand new to cycling, I would say get used to just flat pedals first, just learn bike handling. But as soon as you start to feel more confident on your bike, get the shoes. I was badly in need of a new pair of trainers before I did the sprint, but I thought I'd get one more go out of them. But as you can see, there's absolutely 0 tread left and there's holes in them and everything. But now I have a lovely new pair. It's time to save some valuable seconds by swapping these laces for some elastic ones. Let's see how much of a difference it makes. Right, so here we go then. Right, we've both approached. We've got the trainer on. As you can see, elastic side has already got one shoe on. And oh my God, right, we're done. That was what, 7 seconds? Meanwhile, other me, who's still slowing it with normal tie-up laces. I mean, is that shoe one? Is that oh my God, that is my first shoe. I don't know about you, but this is actually quite painful to watch. I didn't think the difference would be this much, but just goes to show, elastic laces are the winner by far. That was 28 seconds, Jesus Christ. Practice in your clothes. For the sprint try, I just wore what I had, which was my swimming costume with just a sports bra underneath it and some running shorts. I went for running shorts over cycling ones because I thought it was only 20k on the bike, it wasn't that long, and my running shorts had pockets in so I could put a gel in them. So that's why I went for that. Before the event, we did a practice in the garden so we could practice taking things on and off and getting used to where to put things. Really glad that we did this practice because actually it's very easy to forget things and we forgot something very important. What did we forget?
Race belts.
Right, we've remembered them this time. Though it was fine on a day, I did feel uncomfortable and I knew going forward I would want something more practical. So as a lovely wedding/birthday gift from my brother, he got me a triathlon suit. Now they are expensive, even in the sale like this one was. However, this event is long, so you need to be comfortable. And tri-suits are specifically designed for triathlons, funnily enough. So if you do get a tri-suit, it goes under your wetsuit and it's got a little bit of padding for the bike, but it's not too bulky for the run. And then it's got pockets as well. You need pockets. Everything should have pockets. So whatever you end up wearing, definitely practicing it beforehand. Chill out on the swim. I've spoken to a number of triathletes since and they all say, do not rush off on the swim. Your heart rate's already going to be high and you're just going to be full of adrenaline with the excitement of the day. It's going to be manic, trying to just absolutely combat swim. Your breathing's going to be out of whack. Your technique's going to be out the window. So just calm down. Just find your space, get your rhythm, get your breathing right. And then once you pass that initial mania, then obviously you can start properly swimming. How well that will go on the day when there's all these bodies kicking and flailing around me, I don't know. But I know I will try. Learn to fix your bike. No excuses now. You need to know how to change an inner tube if you get a flat tyre. You need to know. I've conveniently done a video on it already. So if you don't know how, go and watch that. It's an easy follow along thing. It isn't hard. It's a bit fiddly though. And if you've never done it before, it will confuse you. I redid it last night just to see how I remembered it. And the first one, I forgot everything. I was changing my tyres anyway, so I thought I'd change both inner tubes. And the second one I did in 13 minutes. That's including pumping it up with a hand pump, because obviously on the event, you're not going to be carrying a foot pump around with you. So practice that. Practice getting your chain back on and off if it comes off. Again, that's in my how-to video. Just make sure you know what to do, because if it happens, it'll be crap. It will add time, but it'll be a lot less time if you know what you're doing. So make sure you learn. Enjoy it. You signed up for this, remember? So try and enjoy the day. You've put in the hours, you've put in the work, it's all there, it's all within you, you've got it in there. Know that it is going to be really hard, but do your best, push yourself. But remember, everything goes a lot easier when you have a smile on your face. Now, the next time we speak, I will have done it. I'll have done Ironman 70.3 Weymouth. And honestly, it kind of makes me quite emotional thinking about it, because it seems like so long ago that I booked it, but also it's gone so fast, and like all the effort and hard work, and it has been hard, but like watching sports people try hard and doing well really makes me like emotional. So I feel like I'll probably cry, but whatever. I'm just sort of half really nervous, half can't wait for it now. So not expecting third on this one. Nope. So if you're going to be at Weymouth, say hello below. If you're doing any event of any kind, let me know how you're getting on in the comments. Always great to speak to other people. If you're a triathlete yourself and you've done these events before and you've got any tips, please, again, add them below. I will take as much advice as I can. With that, thank you so much for watching. I'm probably going to spend this week just resting and trying not to injure myself or get ill, fingers crossed. And well, I'll see you next time.